Welcome to Western Wisconsin Journal. I'm Bobbi Pominville, and I'm your art reporter. I have a really exciting interview today. I'm excited because it's the show at the Phipps that I go to every year, and it is the dance company. And I just have always admired people who could dance, and of course that extends to the choreographers. And I'm going to talk to these gals today, and we're going to find out about the show. And I just want to welcome you both again. It's been a while.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so I'll start with Christina. Would you please tell us a little bit of your educational background and how you became a dance instructor at the Phipps Center?
Yeah, sure. I started dancing in Fargo, North Dakota, and I started late. I was a late bloomer. I started about when I was 12. So, but I've been doing musical theater my whole life, and I started dancing when I was 12 in Fargo. And then I ended up studying with Eddie Gasper and being a part of his dance company for several years through college and everything. And then, just did musical theater my whole life. And then once my kids came along and we lived in Hudson, I started taking them to take dance classes at the Phipps, and then eventually started teaching there myself. I've been teaching 15 years at the Phipps now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know that your children got involved here first.
Yeah.
Now I'm learning some new things about you.
Yeah, and then I began to direct the Phipps Dance Company, which is our high school group that is auditioned, and they have their concert every spring.
Right.
And then I was able to join forces with Miss Mackenzie and be a part of the Phipps Dance Theater too, which is my favorite.
I just love dance. It's something I never had the opportunity to do, but loving music, singing, piano, opera. No, not opera. Wait a minute. I got a little carried away there. Musical theater is what I want to say, because I really enjoy that. And I have gone to a lot, even in London. And it was a little different from America, but it was really fun. So, and I love the part that you say North Dakota, because I don't find a whole lot of people. And that's only 80 miles from my hometown.
Okay.
Now, were you going to tell us about Bob Fosse?
Oh, well, the person who was my mentor, who I studied with for all those years, was Bob Fosse's assistant in New York for 10 years. So I feel like I got a really good education for that particular dance style, and that's my favorite kind. So we always manage to work it into the Phipps Dance Theater shows where we can.
Yes. And that name is very familiar. So, that's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, he's American icon.
Yes.
Well, let's see now. I don't know if I should go to Mackenzie now or go to the dance theater. Let's go to Mackenzie and do her background.
My background.
Would you tell us about your path to teaching at the Phipps? I know it was, you've done it a couple different times, so just whatever you want to tell us about.
I started dancing 2-3 years old. Can't even remember how long ago that was. Actually grew up studying dance at the Phipps and danced there my whole career until high school. Through high school, and I then went to study dance in college at the University of Minnesota. Really sparked a passion, even more so post-college after getting my degree, and went right to teaching at the Phipps. Taught there, directed our Phipps Junior Dance Company, and then have been producing the Phipps Dance Theater show and directing that for a long time now. So I had a great career, little retirement, so it feels good to be back, and we're really excited to just be supported by an amazing company of dancers that all came back to join us, especially for a special production like what we have coming up. Yes, a holiday show. We've been really excited to have this time of year. We've been hoping to produce a Christmas-themed show for a really long time now, so it's a special one.
And it happens to fall just when we're winding down the anniversary at the Phipps.
Yeah.
So when you were planning, were you thinking about that?
Well, we knew the red was the theme for the
Yeah,
40th.
that was a big deal.
It made sense to have a title incorporating the theme, and
Yes.
makes sense for the holiday theme. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just really good. So, okay, let's talk about that dance theater production of Wrapped Up in Red. Now, would that be just the audition dancers?
Yep, this was an audition production. Yeah,
So it would be more difficult probably than some of the others.
we like to think it's a
We have esteemed
Higher
dancers. That we have professional dancers.
Yeah.
We have a mix of some young kids that are novice in their like journey with dance theater, but also just like an amazing mix of like community members, professionals, everyone that actually comes out to do this production.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I love that. You're so inclusive, and it's so nice to hear that. And, you know, sometimes, just like in singing, I want to hear the best. So I understand totally where you're coming from. So now, you said it's called Wrapped Up in Red, but what is the theme really about?
So this one, it takes place in 1950s. Imagine Christmas in New York, and that's the feeling. We're really trying to evoke a warmth, just a nostalgic feel for everyone. There's really something for everyone, from Nutcracker to Rockettes to jazz to ballet. I mean, everything kind of under one roof. And the premise is a little girl gets tickets from her aunt, a former Rockette, to go to New York City for the holidays, and just her experience while they're there, taking in shows and all the sights, scenes, everything of New York at Christmas time.
I love that theme. It speaks to me so much. And I could just see it being such a good story to go along with the dancing and the whole bit. So excellent, girls. You've done a wonderful job already on that.
Yeah, it's going to have something that everyone will enjoy. So it's a nice length of a show. It's not super long. It's a good length to take families and.
Everyone needs to do something over the holidays,
Yeah,
and this
it's
is
just a
definitely
nice way to get in the
right.
And I know.
spirit.
That's exactly right. So now you talked about a lot of different styles of dance. Now, are you doing some of those same, or are you working together, by the way?
Yep, we do a lot of
Co-producing
it
it,
together.
choreographing,
Co-directing, so
Oh, nice.
we do a few of the pieces together, and then I'm choreographing a tap piece and a little Fosse type jazz piece and a fun one, and then Mackenzie's doing
jazz.
yeah
Jazz, and we've, all the blocking and everything in between all the dance pieces. Christina and I, we're always on the same page, and so it's a fun process of just working with someone that gets the vision. So,
and then we have our guest choreographers too. So we have our two ballet instructors who are doing a chunk of the Nutcracker for us that we have in there.
That's a great choice.
Yes, and then we have our guest choreographer that is doing our Rockette style pieces as well.
precision jazz.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we have a fun ice skating in Central Park, or ice skating at Rockefeller Center, kind of feeling piece. So we have a big variety of things happening.
Some kiddos.
And some kids, a guest choreographer that's, we've got a snowball fight in Central Park.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Everything from Frosty the Snowman to Santa Claus to, Rockettes.
Everything sounds wonderful to me. Now back up to the Nutcracker. Are you going to tell me which piece is the ballet? I think I know, but I'm not sure.
We are doing just a nice, a short and condensed version. So not everything, but we have Snow and Mother Ginger, Arabian, Russian. So you'll kind of get a little taste of stylistically like a nice realm of.
Well, that sounds like almost the whole thing.
It's a longer chunk, so it kind of it'll be. We have some amazing ballet talent, so it'll be great to have them in the show.
And that is one of the most popular things to do at Christmas time.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's done very much in Hudson, so I think that would be another good reason to come out and see that show, because I think that is one of my favorite things. even when I was teaching elementary music, we used to do it,
Yeah.
And they would know the different themes a little bit, or we would
it.
try to know them. So anyway, okay, so tell me about the jazz, a little bit about the jazz numbers. I don't know a whole lot about that.
Well, we have a fun little one with a smaller group of dancers. We're going to be dancing with Santa as he's on the street. We walk by and we start dancing with him. So that's a really fun one. That's one of the ones I've done. And Mackenzie has a very
Mine's inspired by shopping on Park Avenue in New York City. So it takes place in a department store at Christmas time, and it's very elevated, luxurious, and just a really stylized jazz number. It's great.
Now, do I have a little idea who's playing Santa?
No.
Do I know him?
It's a surprise.
Is that a little surprise? Because there was a picture on the website, and it showed a guy with glasses kind of dancing with some people.
I don't know.
That
I
might
think
have
that's a
been
good
him.
reason to come to the show and find out.
We don't know. Yeah. I will say that my husband Kevin is going to be singing a few songs in the show as well. So
Oh,
we have some
that was my
vocalizing.
next question, but I didn't. I was worried because I didn't know if he was going
Yes,
to be doing
you
it.
never know, but
you know,
he is,
he
so.
sent me that wonderful email.
Yeah.
And I immediately called, or got a hold of Nate, and I said, should we do this? And he said, well, yeah, we'll do
We
this.
really want to
And
get the
I've
word
heard
out.
him sing, but it's been so long. And here's what I remember. What a gorgeous voice.
Yes,
And stage presence, the whole bit.
He really elevates our show, and he's like the glue that holds all the dance pieces together, allows us to quick change, allows everyone to just have it's a great experience for all the dancers and audiences that get to come enjoy his performance.
See, that's another thing to look forward to, because I like when you add in the singing.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, because I like the combination of all the different pieces that come together, and I think that makes it even a better show. So, I hope I'm not missing anything here. So I think you already told me what styles you're doing of the dance.
basically every style.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
Wow. And do you happen to know how many girls are involved, or about how many?
Well, how many kids? 15 kids.
15
and then
kids, and then a cast. I mean, our cast total is about 48 people.
Oh my!
so
So
over 30
it's-
adults involved. So
It's a large cast.
Yeah.
Lots of
So
talent.
are those all dancers? Oh wow, that's going to be interesting.
of course, we're not all on stage at the same time.
No,
for
I suppose
everybody.
not. That all of a sudden I just thought of that, and I thought, no, that doesn't work. That stage
have a
is not
beautiful-
very large.
We have a beautiful set that
do.
You do?
Mark Koski designed for us. And
Did he?
Yeah, so we're really excited.
We're really
It's-
happy with it.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful
We have
to
to
look
pay
at.
tribute to Mark, because he does a fabulous job.
Yep.
He's always
And I was
up
gonna
for our
ask you-
crazy ideas and our vision. He likes to bring it to life. So he's been a great.
I like that.
He's always.
Asset for us.
Yeah,
for sure.
always.
You know, I was going to ask you about the set and how that's going to work, but is it all mainly one? No, you have to go to different areas then.
We had to get a little creative because we're in Hudson, Wisconsin, trying to bring people to New York City. But that's the magic of theater. So
That's true.
We'll take you there if you can imagine it.
Yeah.
That is really going to be fun. And I hope I get my husband to come. I think he will. I really do. Because, he loves all the stuff. And he was an art teacher, so he likes sets and all that. He gets into that.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I haven't missed anything now. If I have, is there anything else you'd like to share now before we go to dates or times?
Well, no, I can't think of anything besides we really, really want to get the word out that this is a very special performance that is, something that can really bring your spirits up for the holiday. And it's
Definitely.
just, there's something for everybody. And it's just a really, it's new. We've not had this time slot before, and it's not a title people recognize. So we want to make sure that they know what the story is and what they can expect if they buy tickets, and they should buy tickets.
That's very much true, because a lot of people still don't know what the red theme is.
Yeah.
And, who knows? People coming into town, they're kind of like, okay, what is that? But we're going to promote it really well by putting it on cable channel. And of course, that goes to YouTube very easily. And then I put it on my site where I have over 800 people following me. And all the music teachers and everybody like that,
They should all come.
we all go between each other. So
I think even if you don't relate to dance or are not really interested in dance, it's something that if we like to create an experience for people, so they come, and even if it's new to you, you take something away, and especially with this theme, it's so special and so heartwarming that, again, even if you don't regularly watch Nutcracker, you'll love this show.
I think you've hit on a really good theme, and I'm so pleased that you're going to be featured on the main stage, the John Potter Theater, because I think everyone should have a chance to do that. And, it's open this year. We know that. So that works out perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah.
But no, I do think it's going to be highly promoted by us, and we definitely
Thank you for
want to
that.
bring the people in,
Yes.
Because, I don't know how many times I've interviewed you girls, but 2, 3 maybe by now. And I just enjoy it so much myself.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah,
It's just a piece of music that I'm not really good at or familiar with, but it fits with all the things I love to watch.
Yeah.
I watch Dancing with the Stars.
So good.
We like that too.
I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, the dates are, and correct me if I say anything wrong, December 1st through 17. Now, is that a Friday the 1st?
Friday, we have 4 shows a weekend for 3 weekends. So the Friday evening, 2 shows on Saturday, a matinee and an evening, and then a matinee on Sunday.
Oh, that's how you're doing it.
Yeah.
So 4 shows on a weekend. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is really a lot. But anyway, yeah, I kind of like the matinees now.
Yeah.
But so I'm glad you offer
popular.
those. But also, it's just nice when you combine it with dinner out or something too.
Absolutely.
So what about the times? Do we need to say anything about that?
It'll be 7:30 on Fridays,
Okay.
and then 2 and 7:30 on Saturdays, and 2 on Sundays.
Okay, perfect. Those are good times. Now, I can't really, I'm just all of a sudden I thought of this. What about spring?
Yeah, so after the show is over, then we have classes that lead up to, of course, the Phipps Dance Programs recital in the spring for everybody that
Yes.
takes class. And then also our Phipps Dance Company performance, concert performance that happens in the spring also.
Right.
So,
And I wasn't quite sure what you meant when you said that, because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what each one was called, but what ages start at the Phipps to do dance?
to take classes, you can.
Be 2 years old.
2 years old, my
I think we've had
goodness.
probably from 2
Yeah.
to 85 take class. So
85?
yeah. It's never too late to start.
That's really commendable. And, if somebody wants to, they certainly should. But do you ever have trouble with their attention span at 2?
Yes.
Yes, the classes, of course, are geared to playful, creative dance time.
That's wonderful. You got it
It's a great
figured out.
introduction.
When I was teaching 4 kindergartens a week, I used to, they'd come in and they'd be all over the place, kind of looking up at the walls, and I'd just go and get a drum, and I'd start beating it, and they go, oh, something's going on here.
Yeah.
And I'd say, please sit down, and I'm looking for the best listener, and I played the drum. Well, that was really hard because, they molded themselves to listen to me then.
Yeah.
So that was my shtick. I used to get the drum out every time, and it would work. So in the spring now, it's many more different groups that perform those, so that could be a long show.
For the dance classes, yes.
That's what I was thinking,
It's
yeah.
divided up in age groups. So we have the teen and adult classes
Yeah.
do Sunday, and the youngers do
Right.
Saturday. So it's not quite as long of a day for the
Okay.
audience. And
Well-
that way we can fit in all the parents because we can't really fit them in.
Well, that's right. How could you possibly
Yeah, so
get
it's a fun
all
weekend.
the parents and grandparents in? Because the theater doesn't seat that many.
Yeah, it's a fun weekend.
I bet it is.
It's a busy one.
Must be just exhausting. So anyway, I just have enjoyed talking to you girls so much. This is such fun for me. And to promote it, and I did get this today, and I think most households got it today.
Yep.
And I thought, how perfect is this? Because I read about that, and I didn't know the story. I was going to ask you girls to tell me. I thought it was going to be like a different number here and a different one here, and I just love the theme.
Thank you.
I think it's just a genius story. So I want to thank you girls for coming today,
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much for having us.
and I'm certainly going to be there, and I'm going to be supporting you all the way.
Awesome. We can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait to see you at the show.
All right then. So thank you again for being here today, and I do want to thank the audience for listening. I hope you will go out and buy some tickets to those shows. You've got a lot of choices on the weekends, December 1st through 17th. And I think it's a show that really lifts my spirits. The music, the dance, everything. So I hope that a lot of you will come out and watch the show like I am. You'll probably see me there. All right. Thanks again for watching.